Well, once again, welcome to our home groups training. Today, we're going to talk about the vision of home groups. Now, for some of you, you've been doing home groups, so the vision has always been there. You've heard it from the very beginning. So this is more like a recasting of the vision, as well as to maybe do some tune-ups, some fine-tuning, maintenance, maybe reiterating and remembering why we're doing what we're doing, so that as we continue in our home groups, we're all on the same page. So we're going to look at a couple of things that will help us. One is the vision of it. That our home groups, here's the vision, our home groups exist for the purpose of fellowship and discipleship with the family of God, which means that we're going to be learning and growing together in our home groups. And what we're going to do today is we're going to look at three things that helps in the vision of our home groups. So the first thing is to pray. For some of you, you're going to start a home group. Maybe you're thinking about it, but pray. Ask God if you're going to be a part of home groups, or if you're going to start one, or if you're going to maybe expand a little bit if you already have a home group, and how you're going to do that. Seek His wisdom, because His wisdom is the best, and He knows what's going to take place and what is needed and what is necessary in order for your home group to succeed. The Bible puts it this way in Luke chapter 14, verse 28. It says, "Suppose one of you wants to build a tower. Won't you first sit down and estimate the cost to see if you have enough money to complete it?" And what the Bible is saying is there is a cost to everything, whether it's time, energy. Sometimes there are resources involved. Maybe it's the space in your home, whatever that would look like. Sit down and count the cost. What would it look like? What sacrifices would you need to make? What about family time and all of that? So you sit down, pray, and ask God how you get to do this. And if you've been doing home groups, continue to pray and ask God for the wisdom that is necessary for you to continue on, or to maybe plant another one, that maybe someone in your home group can start another home group. And if your home group gets a little bigger, then maybe you can split and have more. That's what discipleship is. It's raising up someone else so that they can do what Jesus has been teaching you. So pray, ask the Lord how you can do this. And then the second thing is to prepare. That you're going to prepare how to do a home group. And it just might be you right now. And you might be thinking, how am I going to do a home group just by myself? Well, you're preparing as if you would have 2 or 3 or 4 or more. You're going to prepare as if there were that many people. How long would it take for you to get your home ready, get the online service up and running, the sound good, where would people sit? All of those details you may not think of until they get there, but you can prior to and get things ready just by pondering and thinking through and praying. Like, what would it look like if there were more people? The Bible tells us in 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 2, it says to preach the word, be ready in season and out of season. Reprove, rebuke, exhort with great patience and instruction. In other words, Paul the Apostle was telling young Timothy, listen, Timothy, you don't need to wait till these things happen. You can already prepare for them. So you don't have to wait till there are more people in your home. Right now, you're out of season with having 3 or more people in your home. So when you're not in that season yet, you can prepare now and ask God what you need to do to prepare for that. And then the last thing is to begin. Just start. Begin somewhere. And even if it's just you, just begin with you. If it's just one person, begin with them. Do the discussion questions. And if it's just you, do it just with you and the Lord. And then you'll get that habit of going through the discussion and questions, so that when there are people, you have that time together. As the book of Zechariah says in chapter 4, verse 10, do not despise these small beginnings, for the Lord rejoices to see the work begin. So this beginning, God wants to help us in. And then it continues and it says, to see the plumb line in Zerubbabel's hand. And that plumb line meant accuracy, alignment. And with that accuracy and alignment, which is His Spirit, we're aligning our hearts with His. We're aligning our spirit with His. We're aligning our vision with His vision, and our potential with the potential that He sees in us. Our confidence is aligned with His. Our boldness and courage is aligned with who He is, rather than coming from us. So that plumb line, that accuracy, is all about who He is. And when we practice these things, we'll see our home groups thrive even more as we raise up disciples, as we disciple one another, as we learn from Jesus. So do these things, continue in your home groups, and let's watch what God does in our future. God bless.